Hello, communication scholars and friends. We wanted to see you in person in Gold Coast and have a great time there, but unfortunately we can't make it this year. But anyhow, I'm glad to say hi and talk about our study in online. So I'm going to present the study done by my research team. Irina Andreeva is graduate student in Sungeun University, Seoul, Korea, and I'm Chung, a professor in media and communication, Sungeun University, and Youllee Kim is PhD student in Pennsylvania State University. We did a study about inspiration by role models in SNS, whether we are inspired by the success stories in SNS or we envy or frustrated. And we paid attention to effects of similarity between the source and the receiver, and perceived goal attainability, and this positional optimism. Okay, so we are living the world of SNS and then we oftentimes found success stories in SNS, and somebody brag about their success, like publication in in great journal like that. So when you see those stories, what are your responses? Are you happy, or are you ambitious, or you are inspired? If you are inspired, that will be good, but in what conditions? Right here, for example, here, let's say you are a college student, freshman, okay, and then you just open your SNS. You found a Facebook posting like this. This is a recent graduate of your school, and then she got a job in the Google headquarters, okay, in California. Hey, and they say, hey, this is my first day. I work hard, and then finally I got a job. My dream came true. Okay, I'm so happy about it. So you're the college student, freshman. You found this kind of posting, and what are your responses? Are you inspired? If you're inspired, in what conditions are you in? So the question here: how do perceptions of similarity and goal attainability, as well as dispositional optimism, influence the outcomes of upward social comparison with outstanding others? This is the example of upward social comparison, suggested by Festinger. But there are two consequences of upward social comparison. One is, you are inspired, but the other one is you are more ambitious and negative feelings. We found a great article for that question. This is the Lockwood and Kunda's article, and then they tested their theory in the pre-SNS era. Okay, and they found this: relevant superstars provoke self-enhancement and inspiration when their success seems attainable. Okay, when the goal success is attainable, looks attainable, and I may be inspired, but it seems unattainable. Okay, out of my reach, and then I don't like it, and then have some negative feelings like self-deflation, right? So we apply this idea to the SNS stories, but also we wanted to find some antecedents for the goal attainability. Okay, so this is our hypothesis, and then we thought the similarity, okay, especially in similarity in related attribute related to success. For example, here someone got a job in Google headquarters, main campus there. Okay, if what college the person studied probably very important and relevant to the success. Okay, so if the person studied in the same college you studied, and there is high relative attribute similarity. Okay, but if the person studied in other universities like MIT or Harvard University, and that's the dissimilarity. Okay, and also we used the Shear and Harvard's general optimism, and people are different in terms of general optimism. If you are more optimistic, and then you see the goal or success more attainable, and then you are more likely to be inspired by the stories. Okay, so we did a study. We went to the classroom, freshman classroom, and we told some cover stories. And then we give some information about the person of owner of the Facebook, and then we gave the success story, and then we asked how much you are inspired, and then some other things. So here is we manipulate similarity, and this is the similar other condition. Here is the person studied at Sungeun University, which is the same university to the participants. But here you say, hey, I studied at Harvard University. Okay, so this is these similar others, and then we gave success stories, and then we tested, and then this is the results. There are different results. For male, we create the same version of the male version of those stories, and then male participants received Facebook message by and of male person. Okay, and then in male group there are some significant effects like dispositional optimism effect on perceived goal attainability, or direct effect of dispositional optimism on inspiration. Okay, but the female group is more consistent with our hypothesis. And then we found the greater perceived goal attainability, the greater inspiration, and also some direct effect of similarity on inspiration. So dispositional optimism has a very strong effect on inspiration through perceived goal attainability. I think this is significant. So here is optimistic person. They just believe there is a real or not, and they believe they can achieve those things, and then they are more inspired by the message, okay, by the stories. And also similarity has an effect on inspiration. But also we did some other analysis, and then for female group we found this: when the source was similar, as perceived goal attainability increases, inspiration increased. Okay, so perceived goal attainability is important, and then has some positive effect on inspiration, but only in the similar source condition. In the for male group, the pattern is different, but also not statistically significant. But there are some differences. between male and female, and then we try to explain and those things. All right, this is just summary of our study, and if you are interested in this study, and you can download the recent version of this study, and if you have question, please email us. And then thank you and have a great time. And then we want to see you in person in next ICA conference. Bye.